Hello. It's time to get these boots done, isn't it? So that's what we're doing. I've just been putting a couple of little templates down onto some scrap foam, what have you, before I have to cut for these big ones. I'll have to cut some off the roll for them, and that one as well, I think. Oh no, we've got that. Nope, we've got that one. So this one, there's a couple that I reckon we could get onto some scrap before we start cutting off new foam and everything. So that's the plan, to try and get as much on the scrap as we can, and then I don't think the bottoms of these are too important because they get chopped off, if I remember correctly, on the last one. So I think I'll just try and fit them on. I can't do that. Right, I can definitely get one of these on, and then I can get both middles on here. So I will. I might as well do it the right way around first. And then what I'll be doing tonight, if I get, this done, which I won't, I'm gonna do the knees for the shins, because I forgot about knees. So I've got the word from the man in charge, the man who's paid for this armour, what knees he wants. So I just need to get the templates printed and get that done as well. So that's this afternoon and tonight's stream organised, and we'll go from there. And I'll see if I can get the hand plates done as well, because the hand plates aren't like hugely complicated. They don't take very long. So that should be the entire build process for this done at that point. So today we could be finished today. And how cool would that be? And then we're going to spend a few days painting and getting all that side of things done. And then when that's done, I'll be attempting to get it boxed up and gone, all while setting up for a Ninja Turtle that I'm going to make myself. Because there's no commissions on the horizon at all. I'm sort of surprised, actually. I sort of aren't at the same time, because there's a lot of people that are 3D printing for themselves, which is fine. And there's an awful lot more people that can't understand why I charge what I charge for these, because, well, I don't know why they don't get it, because it takes a long time to do. So that's why, isn't it? That's fine. There's that. So I'm just gathering my thoughts. But yeah, as a result, I've got next to no one interested in any commissions or anything. And I suppose that's sort of my own fault. I wanted to try and get out of commissions eventually anyway, and I've now got my wish, haven't I? So I need to somehow turn all of this into full-on content creation. But I don't think that's going to be entirely possible at the moment. So, yeah, the reason being that we sort of, that I'm sort of, I'm in like a rock and hard place situation, is what's happening. And it's not, this is not a woe is me story. So please don't take it as the poor little artist sort of thing, struggling, because it's not. It's surprise mostly. I'm just sort of surprised. I was having to turn people away before because I was really struggling to keep up with it all, until it sort of buckled, and it wasn't even really. Oh, that's got a split in it. Oh, I can't do that there. Right. Yeah, it wasn't even it wasn't even sort of a, like the work was getting too much or anything like that. It was more that I couldn't keep going with where I was living and what was happening while I was there. It like kicked my ass basically. Naz, the economy is fucked. Yeah, well, I mean it is. But I think it's like, I mean, I've had loads of people message me and then they've gone like, "Oh, nice one, yeah, I'll have a think." I'm like, right, so bye. I'll never hear from you again. But then I've also got a couple of actual serious ones that genuinely want something doing. Like I've got two guys, one from Manchester, one from America, that want different chests doing, like just chest pieces. And they've gone silent as well. So yeah, it's a bit confusing, that's all. Like I say, I think it's like, I don't know, because obviously, yeah, economy is definitely part of it, but I think it's also that sort of like Facebook marketplace mentality where you sort of window shopping and then you ask about something and then you're not really serious about it when you ask. You just sort of, I don't know. I've never understood that mentality, so no one has money for their hobbies and interests anymore. That's why we're all depressed. Working 6 hours a week and having nothing left after bills, no time, recreation or fun. We're living in totalitarian. I'm guessing what? Total like crisis covered up by portrayal of wars and shutdown. Facebook market mentality is like taking baboons to a sale room. Yes, correct. But even the baboons would be serious about wanting the thing that they want. They have no concept about paying for it, but they still actually want the thing. Where I've had people like ask me about stuff with no intention. I had two separate old men. I'm selling a bass guitar. I had two separate old men ask me the same question: how much does it weigh? And then one asked what the nut size was as well. Giggity. And like both of them, I answered their question and both of them just went completely silent. It's like, what a random question to ask about a guitar. Like, how much does it weigh? I'm like, well, I have no way of weighing it, but I can tell you that there's an article on it that gives you the entire spec thing. They say it weighs about 4.8 or kilograms or something. Nothing. So I'm like, right, is that too heavy? Is that too light? What's going on? Having every aspect of your life controlled by external factors in order to survive. Should have sent a picture of your balls with a can of Coke for scale. But I'm not selling me balls, I'm selling me base. That's just weird, that, Naz. Someone asked me measurements for that vivarium, so I sent them, and they asked for a photo with a can of Coke for scale. But they asked for measurements and you gave them measurements, so fucking what's going on there? Yes, nut scale. Indeed. So yeah, it's a bit fucking weird. Also, I should have had my tooth taken out today, and I didn't get that done either. Somewhat thankfully, because it was only last week that I got the other one taken out, so there's still a gaping hole in my gum, and I would have not been able to eat for weeks, I would imagine. Which might have helped. Could have lost some weight. But still, you sort of in my head, I was gearing up for this whole thing, this having to once again be poked with 5-6 needles and then have my tooth forcibly raked out of my face. And then when it doesn't happen, you've built up all that bloody anxiety for nothing, and now it's got nowhere to go. So if I seem a bit pissed off today, that's why. Because I've nowhere to put this tension that I've built up over the last couple of days, expecting a very harsh dentist appointment just like last week, and then it just to not happen. And to be clear, I'm not angry at the dentist for not doing it this week. It's just pent up emotions with nowhere to put them. So I'm hoping slicing up some shit and sticking some shit together is going to help my shit. And so far it's been fairly therapeutic, I've got to say. This time around I'm just putting it all down because, and then I've got a pile here of the ones I've already put on. It's gone to any reptile rescue. Oh, okay. My sister's having to have surgery on her jaw because they did her brace tightening too quick and it's disfigured her jawbone. She's been for an x-ray today. She can't eat solids for 3 months. Yeah. That's pretty much where I'm going to be, but probably for less time. Luckily, I've got a can of soup and a couple of cans of beans and sausage. But it's a similar thing. The reason my teeth are the way they are, it's the 2 back molars on the top near my cheek. And the reason they are the way they are is because I turned 18 when they removed them, and they just kicked me out of orthodontics. Just took them off and went, bye. And I didn't even realise that's exactly why they did it until someone said that to me. And funnily enough, it was in triage. I was in triage, and the self-employment woman that I'm working with went, oh, you turned 18. And I was like, oh, fucking yeah, that's why. I've got loads of veg if you want me to make you some stew, because I have beef that needs using. I can cut the beef really small. If I can get it through a straw. Not really, but yeah, okay. Please. It's fine. Because, I mean, it didn't happen, did it? So, yeah, unless you want to make it and freeze it or something, keep it for a bit. Because I don't really need it right this very second, do I? Because of today's events or lack thereof. So, yeah, I appreciate the offer. But yeah, I'm not like fishing for solutions or like being woe is me or anything. I'm literally just getting it out of my system so I can concentrate, because I've got this to do. Hopefully I'll get another commission. But if I don't, it's okay. I'm going to make a Ninja Turtle for myself. So there. Did I do one of these? No, I didn't. Right, so I need to do one the other way around as well then, don't I? Yep. Oh, hang on. I need to put this on first. I wonder if I can fit this on down here. I can. Okay. Oop. Yeah, it's weird because there's a percentage of people that are like really feeling the pinch and struggling, and then there's a percentage of people like this George fella that I've met that's bought out all of my Halo stuff, who seems to just have an endless stream of money to spend on anything Halo related. Just unfortunately, I don't have anything left to sell him. I've literally sold everything. I even sold like my action figures that I really liked to display, and then I've had to put most of that money into the tank and into food shopping, and it's gone. Oh, and I bought a couple of templates as well that I could offer to people, and yeah. So I mean, it's not a total loss. It's like an investment when you do stuff like that, isn't it? So that's good. I need to do this bit first. Let's get it on. I mean, when it happens. Ah, yeah. Did you get rid of the Reach statue? No. That's still in your loft. The Reach thing. Because it's the game as well, and also the statue's a little bit broken. So I can't really get away with selling it. George's machine gun, I think, is actually missing now. Damn it. Oh no. Well, I can't. Like I say, I can't get rid of it. It's broken. I've got rid of about all I can get rid of. Everything else is sort of like either I use it every day, like my Halo Xbox, or it's like, you know, I don't know, other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that out. damn it. I forgot that last time I drew a line straight over so I didn't have to use a separate piece of foam to glue in. Could just chop it out and put it back in again, and I've drawn another template over it, so that's alright though. I think I can just use this to make another one. That doesn't look right at all. It's the dimensions though, so I'll just straighten it out. Yeah, everything's gone, so I think the only thing that I've got left that's worth any money and is not something I use every day is that Halo Infinite art book. But that's something that was given to me. It was like a gift, and it's a lot of money, you know, and I don't really want to. If you get the 3D printer sorted, I've got a load of royalty-free miniature files off our Dan. So flags, buildings, scenery parts. That's exactly what the woman from Triage wants me to do. Is that, and whack them on eBay or something. So that could be something easy for you to build the stockpile up. Yeah. Well, do me a favour, will you send me some screenshots of that, please, and then I can include them in, like, you know, the business plan that she wants me to do for that. We've got over 280 items. That's, yeah, even just 50 of them might do, you know. Just ones that you reckon are, like, desirable to people. And then what you would use them for, basically, because you know, if it's for like sort of Warhammer stuff or D&D, whatever, then it's just something that I can write down for them. And she told me if I could do that they would actually pay for the motherboard replacement. So I could get the part for nothing and then try and wire it in myself, you know. Well, that's what she told me was if I can put like a sort of a business plan together of, like, you know, what I would use it for, how I would sell it, then they could fund the motherboard replacement. And I might even be able to include paying that fella that I bought it from to actually do the replacement for me, so there are no hitches, you know, nothing goes wrong. Because I've opened it up. It's just there, like next to me. I don't know if you can just about see the... you probably can. Yeah, I mean you can. It's there. And I've opened it up and had a look at it, and it looks fairly simple, but it would be you know, difficult. Well, I can sort that for you, plan and everything. Yeah, but you don't have to. Just send us some screenshots and you know, what the items are and for, and I'll do it. I don't want things doing for me. I want to do it, and then I can, you know, get on with stuff. I think all it is that her goal is basically to get me so that I'm quote unquote gainfully employed, as in as opposed to ungainfully self-employed, which I'm classed as now, so I still have to do like job search and what have you. And she wants to try and get me off the job search so I can get this that I'm doing now moving, and not have to keep going to the bloody job centre and taking me out of it. And also, if I get the 3D printer working, I want to start getting into doing silicon molds as well. So I want to print things that I can cast off, if you know what I mean. Like that neck piece that I got, that thing. I want to be able to do stuff like that, because no one does that in Britain. Like, not one person does it. And I could do like belly parts that way as well. And like, you know, if I could print an entire belly part, all I would need is for it to be the right size for someone. And I could do it at like standardized sizes as well. I could print a small, I could print a medium, I could print like a large, extra large, whatever. And then offer them in like a shop type situation, flobber, yeah. and then I wouldn't have to rely on like commission things. I could put those on eBay. I could literally put those in, and they can be sent in like padded envelopes as well. I don't need to send them in giant boxes and stuff. So it just fucking opens up loads of stuff, and all I need to do is figure out the process. Which I was thinking about talking to your mum about, because she knows like how to do, I don't know, plaster of Paris type situation. And the steps are the same to creating a mould around something. So I would take that step process and apply it to doing stuff like that, because then that's like Halo undersuits covered. And no one does undersuits. Still, to this day, people are only just starting to figure it out. And if I can get in there quick enough, I could steal the market. So that's the plan. I shall steal the bloody market. And she wants me to do like, you know, 3D print stuff like that. And I was like, oh, because I don't really want to do it. I don't want that to be my focus. But then again, I've got a bloody belt printer. I can just set it off and put a box under it, and it could print like 50 shrubs and then like 10 like bits of scenery, or you know what I mean? Like just anything until the bloody roll of filament runs out, and that's it. It's done. I do nothing. I just let it run. So I thought, well, okay, I'll do that then. And it's like, it's an idea. What do I need? Right, I'm gonna just pop that there. Yeah, and it'll get the job centre off my back and get me, you know, quote unquote gainfully employed, self-employed. And then if I can move into doing the actual Halo stuff that I originally planned on doing, that was the reason I wanted to pick up the 3D printer in the first place. Was so I could do that, and then, you know, I think the only issue is that like there'll be certain stuff that would be much better printed on a standardized printer. So I may use that one for the things that you're on about, all the files you have, and then with the proceeds get a more standardized printer. Like there's those bamboo ones that are apparently extremely user friendly, and they're just really good apparently. So I'd really like to invest in one of those, and they're only a couple £100, which might as well be like £4 million at this point. But the point is that they're reasonably inexpensive, and those sorts of things would print like a neck piece or something vertical a lot easier than that prints on a diagonal. So yeah, you know, I've got a lot to concentrate on, and that's basically what I've been doing for the last few weeks, months, whatever. Yeah, we've done all that stuff. Do you mean like the files and everything? Used to make gnomes. Do you mean like used to make gnomes? Oh, silicon stuff. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I just want to like be told the process, take some notes, and then use it to do that, because there'd be such a huge market for it in this space, and especially if I can undercut what it costs, because the dude's charging like 120 quid just for the neck thing, and then to get it shipped here from America, that's another like 50-60 quid. And if I could just do it for 100 quid and then it's 20 quid to ship it with like insurance, the customer saves 70 quid. And if I can get the process down so that I'm doing it really quickly, and I can cast several I can cast several off the same mold. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? You know. I'd love to be able to do visors in-house as well, but like I still can't figure that out. That's still like a little bit out of my league, I think. But again, I could make molds, and they call them books, don't they? To mold plastic over as a book, like a deer book, not a book you read. So yeah, that's something I'd like to get to eventually, and I think when I get my own space to do it, I will. Because this is it for me. I can't do normal stuff. I have to make things. I can't not make things. I have to make things. I've tried not making things, and it wasn't good. So yeah. I've got some interesting building Warhammer sets for people too now. So I'm going to make my Lord of the Rings one. That's good. The paint is what makes it. Your paint job is really good. And that's the thing as well, is like if you can bring yourself to keep doing it and not just like let your interest wane on it and carry on, you could really build yourself like a following and actual customers and what have you. But it depends. Is that actually something you want to do long term? Like build other people's shit? Because I mean, long term, I don't. Long term, I'd love it if my career was just building myself a costume and going to cons and making video content out of it. That's what I'd love for it to actually be. You know, just take pictures with people and what have you, and that's what I'd like ultimately. But for the time being, making stuff for other people, I enjoy it because I enjoy the process as well. And if you don't enjoy the process, then don't do it. Don't get started, because the process will kill you if you don't actually like doing it. Because if you just like the end result but you don't like the process, this is like torture, because you don't even get to keep the the end product that you were going towards. You know, you don't like, but I like the process as well. I like sitting and figuring things out and putting things together. So I could literally sit painting all day, every day. I mean, the backgrounds and scenes, people are waiting, wanting. Yeah. I don't know whether, on my side of things, if I was going to start printing stuff like that, whether I would just sell them as kits for people to paint themselves. And I think I maybe would, and then I could keep the costs low that way, and I think it'd be more likely to sell maybe. But I'd have to paint a couple of them so people can see like the potential. Yeah, a bigger audience too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I considered doing it with this stuff, was like basically putting an armour together for someone else to paint. Was a thought for a while. Right, that's that. That's that. That's this, and that's that. What else was it? That. I need this as well. Oop. Fuck, I can't remember which way around it is. Oh, yeah, right, okay. So, top with an angle cut. Sides with an angle cut. Now, I've put an advertisement out saying I've got like a lot of space in my diary, because there was someone that wanted like a Ninja Turtle costume making for her kid. And the kid apparently was dead excited about it, and then by the time she got round to providing me the measurements and everything, and like I've known her a while. She was like at a lot of like gigs from that old band I was in, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. You know, and like sort us out like the cash when you can and all that. And I was being sort of lenient with her, and then it turned out the kid wasn't really that bothered. So I was like, look, I'm not holding you to that. You can't, like, you know, I'm not gonna force you to to pay for a thing if the kid doesn't want it. So that's not happening anymore. But I'm fine with that. I really am, because I'd much rather that than the alternative. Like, you know, someone forcing their kid to to wear a bloody costume they didn't want. So that's fine. And I think, did I take? Yes, I did. Right. Okay. That's shapey. So yeah, if I don't get any commissions in, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of content about making a Ninja Turtle for myself, and that'll be a nice advertisement that I do a lot. I do more than just Halo. I'm thinking of rebranding to just Harley cosplay instead of Harley Halo cosplay, even though it does have a nice ring to it. And yeah, we'll see what comes of it. Like I say, I reckon it'll be a good advertisement. It's going to be loads of fun, and then I can do loads of silly videos with Ninja Turtle and maybe Batman and Master Chief. Gives me another costume to dick about with for, like, you know, content and shit. So oh my god, who's that for? Not me, apparently. That's good. Yeah. Sorry, I'm nosing on the ring camera out the front because there's a great big van just reversed onto this little sort of, what would you call it, a cul-de-sac or something. Have you considered making props, like full-size props for Halloween or cons? Yes. Back when I was thinking about like Halo weaponry was one of them, because you know, because you can, and I printed that assault rifle ages ago, didn't I? And I was planning on doing a lot more. But there's another thing, is like, if I did something like that, I could again cast them. I could do one big print of it and make a cast, and then use like rubber or something like a relatively inexpensive material to then make casts. I could even cast out, I suppose, plastic really is a possibility, isn't it? So but yeah, I've considered it. Hell yeah. It's definitely something. I'm not planning on, you know, half-assing it. I 100% want to do as much as I can with the printer and everything. And I reckon if I could cast like weapons and stuff like that. I could do batarangs and bloody, all sorts. And again, it's something that I could whack on eBay and, not necessarily make a fortune or anything, but it would definitely be like stuff that would sell, I'm sure. Talking full-size Ninja Turtle dummy. I'm talking foam as well. Yeah, well, I mean, that's entirely possible out of the way that the foam template works that I've bought. I'll show you. Oh, where's it gone? Ta-da. 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 Nope. That's all Halo stuff. Where are you? There. Like, you've got this. It's a whole separate thing, and then you've got like the elbow pads and stuff separate, but the arm is one big arm. You could just make that and you could just glue it together and it comes out like that, basically. And you've got a full Ninja Turtle. And I could very easily make that into a statue because it's all encompassing. Like, there's no gaps in the armor, it would make a full statue if you wanted it to. So yeah, it's definitely something I've thought about because it could be done, but then how many nerds out there are there like me that are absolutely bloody mental on Ninja Turtles? I know there's a lot of kids out for it at the moment because of the new series and movies that have come out, and there's the reboot of the comics, so there's a lot of young adults that have come into it. But are there full-time job style adults like me, like in their 40s, that are still wanting stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know if there's a market for it, but it'd be cool to find out. In fact, that's how I plan on displaying it, is like I do with the armors. Sometimes I put them on a pole or something to try and hold them up and then try and link all the bits together. Well, I could very easily do that with a Ninja Turtle because, again, it's like fully covers your body, so I could just do it. And as it looks the way it looks, I could just make it into I could offer it as a wearable statue, something you could technically you could stand up. So yes, long story short, I've definitely considered props and of all kinds. And I reckon as well, if I can get it to a point where it's like something that I can do relatively well, then that can lead to a job with like working with studios and stuff that want to do productions and what have you. I can make weaponry, sci-fi stuff that they want to include in their, stories they want to tell and all that jazz, Because even though I'd like to work for myself and I like having my own deadlines and what have you, I'm still open to taking work from other places. There we go. I think. Next time Kirky have a sci-fi display event, you should try and get in touch with the prop dude. Maybe. I think they just curate, though. It's not like something that you would get like work out of necessarily. I think like really I want to go to cons and meet other people and get acquainted with like other builders and make connections and what have you, and then go from there basically. Because then there's also like there is that like film and TV studio in Hartlepool that I'm going to apply to directly as well. I'm still working with the fella on CVs and what have you to try and get in there. But it's not a priority. Now they have a place in Darlow that makes stuff for productions. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea, but it isn't like I say, it's not like a full-on priority of mine, if I'm honest, because I do kind of just want to do this for me, and I want to also see if I can turn it into like maybe even just a social media thing or whatever. And if I pay for Restream, I'd be able to stream on my Facebook page to like over 1,000 people would see what I'm doing, instead of having to give them outward links to go follow me, which is always less likely because people are the way they are. I already have like an inbuilt audience of people that like to see what I'm doing. Not all of them want to buy it, but they would probably want to watch it. But are they going to follow a series of links to get to it? People don't, People are lazy. So I would love to be able to go on to that, but then I'd have to like pay for Restream. So it'll have to wait. It'll have to wait till I get things moving a little more and I have a little tiny bit more income to spend on it, because I wouldn't even class it as disposable when you're talking about something like that. It's like it's an investment, isn't it, really? Because it'll ultimately bring more people into what you're doing and therefore be good for business. Get more eyes on the product, as it were. What you were sending me, that's come out really well. Yeah. Is that the wing of the dragon, the Nazgul or whatever? Can't remember what they call them. But yeah, I got plans. I know what I'm doing. It's just the how, which is the thing I struggle with the most, is just the how. Not the why or the when or the what in particular. The what is always figured out. The how, like just how do I do that, is the most difficult part for me. Because as soon as I work out how to do something, I just go and do it. Fell Beast, right? Yeah, I've gone alternative colour scheme because I'm a psychopath. No arguments here. But that's just the base shades. Ah, right. It still looks nice as it is, so I'm sure it's going to turn out really well. Right. What time is it? Right. I've got my appointment at 3 o'clock, which I've missed 3 times now. And I've blamed the dentist, and it's not far off the truth because I was so, like, in a different world when I came out last week and when I had that molar removed that I was forgetting my life. I should have been at the job centre when I was, like, when I'd gone round yours after it was done. That was when I should have been there, and then I just came straight home and laid up on the couch for hours. Forgot all about it. Because, you know, you would, wouldn't you? It's not the most comfortable sensation. And I've been streaming every single day, twice a day, and I couldn't bring myself to do it that day. Can't remember if I did it on the night, but I definitely didn't through the day. It was nasty. Oh no, come on with your... Get off. Get glue stuck to it. Right. Oh god. Oh my god. That buy and sell cosplay thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know if you're still there, Naz, but that buy and sell cosplay group's done the same thing they did last week with that I showed you, where all the notifications came through at once that they've, like, literally just sat on every post that I've put up for the last, like, 7 days and just put them all up at once. Just like, oh my god. Yeah. I'm guessing the admins don't do things daily. I'm guessing they just sort of sit back and, like, don't and ignore their phone and then go, right, might as well approve some posts and just go through and just click approve on everything, I assume. And it's like, at that point, come on, just hand the reins to someone else. I don't think you need to be the one doing this, do you? Because you clearly don't give a shit. So, like, just do something else. It pretty much is all my stuff now. There's like 2 weeks worth of stuff on there, like that's all been approved in one giant thing. And there's that. And there's that. I'm actually going to go on the page and have a look at what it looks like. Oh, I wonder if they've shoved me into the discussion side. They have. They've thrown me into discussion so you don't see it. That's unreal, that. But it's like someone else's post, me, someone else's post, someone else's me. But it's all in the discussion, so you actually have to click it, and when people go on to that page, they're not going to see it. I think that's pretty underhanded and dirty. But yeah. I forgot I need to do this bit now. How did we do it just before? Let's have a look at how we did it. Straight cuts all around. Good. Which way around did we do it? This is this side. This is why I don't normally prep the files in advance, because I always forget which side they're on, and I forget to label them, so me ignoring my own process of keeping myself organised was probably not the best idea. Go. Yep, that's bin. And we do harsh angles on this. Except the bottom, which doesn't matter. Go. Yeah, I think I'll go till about 2:30 or something. Maybe about 2 actually, so I can go like get a cup of tea or something. And then I'll be back on the night again like usual. If there was such a thing as overstreaming, I think that's what I'm doing. But it's fine. I'm working like so much, pardon me, quicker than I was before. And I don't know how that's possible, having all that time off, not having to get back into the mindset of it or anything. I've just been doing it. What's happening? Oh, the purple's come through. Nice, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't understand why I haven't needed to like relearn a few things for longer than I have, because I made a couple of mistakes when I first started doing it, but I think I picked, ironically, that it was a very fortunate area to leave it at was the shoulder parts, because it turned out the shoulder parts that he'd chosen he didn't really want anyway, so I ended up doing the ones that I did, and they were really simple to do, so it ended up being the only learning curve I needed to get back into it, because the rest of it just came straight back to my head. And now, like, I've done everything that was left to do. There was forearms, shins, thighs, boots. I've still got to do hand plates, and I did shoulders. So I did those 6 things in a week and a half, I think. Yeah, a week and a half it's took to get back into it. And like, that's like unreal speed, and I'm telling people it's going to take 6 weeks, but I reckon I could bang these out in a month now. In all honesty. Because I just know what needs doing. I know how to print the templates without any kind of incident. I know how to, organise myself a bit better, and like everything's just coming together so much quicker than it was before, that it's sort of more viable than it was before. As a commission-based business, for definite, but it's not as lucrative anymore because I took that much time off and the momentum has died, and it's that I'm having to build back up again, I think, more than anything. Yeah, there's a possibility that it's environment definitely helps, but I'm going to end up back in somewhere like that. Not if I can help it, but that's probably going to be the case. I think it's just that, like I say, I think I just know what I'm doing now. It's like I've spent a year thinking about it. It's 2 years thinking about how I want to do it and how, certain things. Not even thinking about how I'd do it differently, just like thinking about how I'm going to do it has sped up the process. Because I haven't really changed how I do it. I'm using all the same materials, some exactly the same as 2 years ago. And just spend a lot of time doing it. That's all it is that I'm in here 4 hours through the day and then 4 hours on a night every day. I don't really want to be anywhere else. I just want to do this. So it's good. Right. Oh. For some reason, I'm not going to need to cut quite as much off the bottom. That's weird. Oh well. Nice healthy glob of glue on the top and the side. We'll just get it straight in there and then we'll do the other one. I wonder why it's not popped as far down as the other one did. There's nothing changed. I've used the same templates. It's weird. Right. I can leave that one to dry, I think. Yep. Oop. I keep thinking I'm getting important notifications, and it's the bloody TGI Friday app. They've changed their what do you call it? like the aesthetic of it. It's not the same. It's like now it's just a solid F. So you'd be forgiven for thinking it was like Facebook or something, like important notification, you are, this is happening or something. But no, it's Fridays. TGI bloody Fridays. I've changed the way the app looks. Changed the font and everything. Yes. Borger. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Like, radio silence while I'm actually here is a bit weird, isn't it? All you can hear is blow. Right, I'm gonna get this on, and then I am actually gonna go and have a cup of tea, and then come back and see how much we can get done, see how much we can finish. Get off, get off. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right, I can get rid of that. Done that. Keep that. That can go. These can go. That can go. What else? That's it for now. Oh no, that can go as well. Right, cup of tea time. I'll be back momentarily. See you soon. Hello, back. I'm just having a quick look at something. Because I'm now streaming on multiple platforms, I've figured out how I can embed the chat on screen so people from all platforms can see what's... There we are. Embedded. So if I add, not window, no, browser. And we go that. Oh no, it's... Oh, I wanted it to be like opaque. It's not going to be. Nah, never mind. Remove. Ooh, customize. Hang on, that might work. If I can make it... Oh, that's more interesting. I can have different, like, themes. That's cool. I like the comic book one. I'm going to put the comic on. Background opacity. Chat background. Oh, there we go. Completely gone. Ah, it's going to work. I'm going to do it. I've done it wrong. Oh no, we don't want that, we want this. Paste. There we go. Right. Oh. There we go. That's cool. I'm going to see if I can maybe... Oh, not that one. Move it over. Oh, that's cool. Right. I'm going to see if I can change the scale. Properties. There we are. Width. Let's bring that down. Is it working? Let's have a look. $500, shall we say? Oh, there we go. That's much better. Oh well, thank you for putting a couple in, because then it's shown on the it's shown on the actual thing that it's working. We got a Games Workshop, but it smells like armpits. Yeah, you know, there's one in that building that my triage is in, so that's a thing. Sorry, I'm also putting it in here as well. I'm not being right back. I am here. For those that are wondering, I'm just putting what we want in everything. There we go. So that's going there as well. And we'll put it in there. Definitely don't want to be... Nope. There you go. Yeah, see you later. And existing. That one. Bring it over to there. Have it a little bit wider and a little bit bigger, I think. There we go. Same for that one. Let's make it a little bit wider, a little bit bigger. That one, oh, that one's really small. Is that about right? Nearly. Right. There we go. The chat is on. I wonder about changing it actually, because the I'm not sure I like the comic book thing being like stuck on the screen all the time. I think just the text will do. Let's change the theme. The theme can change. Chat. Embedded chat. Embedded chat. Customized chat. No. Lol, but what the hell? Right. Oh my god, that's horrible as well. That's not too bad. What's this one like? That's weird. Oh, Minecraft. What? Yeah, I think the default actually is the it's actually the way to go. So we'll see if that works. I don't know if I have to redo anything, but if someone chats, then we'll be able to see. But there we are, done and dusted. Right, let's get on with this, shall we? Yeah, I don't know. We'll go from bottom. Okay. Right. So if we copy that link, go into here, and we paste the link. Hey, there we go. Just got to do it for every other one now. And this one's already done, because that's a copy. That's good. Okay. Cool. And is that coming on the bottom there? Ooh. Yeah, things will go upward now. So that's nice. Everyone can see everyone else's chat. I hope. And apparently a big thing is that now on Twitch, They get very upset if you're displaying other chats from other platforms on their platform. So it's like you're allowed, but you're not allowed to put like a notification sound on. If you have a notification sound on, they'll ban you. So if there's anyone here on YouTube and they message and it goes ping on the Twitch platform, they'd remove me. Isn't that nice? Eh? Isn't that nice? Lovely. Lovely people. Lovely people. So yeah. But anyway, I've got the chat thing working. I'm really happy about that. That's perked me right up after this morning's debacle. I'm a little bit more optimistic about the job centre appointment I've got in a couple of hours. Yay! Job centre! Help me find a job, yay! Job me up, baby! I think I can hear music. Again, with the bloody music. I hope you can't, for several reasons. One of the main ones being that I don't want to be stricken off any platforms or restricted or whatever you want to call it for, you know, rights holdings and things like that. Is so stupid. And that's speaking as an artist as well, speaking as someone that does music. The way that they won't allow you to use music is really fucking stupid. Because quite frankly, by restricting that, you are less likely to have creators use your music and therefore get ears on your music and eyeballs on your band or your you know, whatever it is you're doing. So we're just back into the old ways again, aren't we? Now, instead of record companies holding the monopoly, now we have bloody digital distribution companies holding the monopoly instead. And they're just as bad, in my opinion. There's certain things that people use, like DistroKid, I think, is the famous one, because it has like adverts everywhere, and a lot of people use that. They're not so bad, apparently. They don't, you know, they're not as predatory with it. Not as being the operative, you know, the words carefully used by myself. There we go. That's one side done. Not quite. Now we do this side. Which again, for some reason, isn't quite as low down as the other one was, so I don't understand why. Yeah. Same height. Alright. Don't care then. I need to just get rid of this little sly bit that hung around on the bottom of the middle. There. Millimetres, but they matter. Millimetres matter. Right. Front part's all done, isn't it? It's these bits we want to do now. And that's where this little handy thing comes in. The one thing I'm not looking forward to making the Ninja Turtle thing is this foam. I'm going to have to use this foam, aren't I? Oh no. But it's okay. Because at the end of the day, it'll be a Ninja Turtle and, you know, hopefully it'll be incredibly comfortable to wear. And I won't have to wear like a full bodysuit under it or anything. I can pretty much just wear like a vest and some shorts and I can just walk around in it and it'll be awesome. I think I'll try and figure out some sort of bathrooming situation. That might be good, eh? Right. And there are still parts of it that I'll be using like the solid foam with as well. Eyebrows and maybe facial feature stuff, for example, might be an idea to use that. And then everything else could be soft, like, I don't know. I'll cross it when I come to it, I think. Now you. There we go. Oh my god, I've just realised I haven't cut the bottom off it. It's alright, I've got it in the lines where it needs to be and then I can just chop that bit off. I've just realised I've left all that on. Ever check out the makers and crafting category? You might like it if you do a lot of this. This is what I do, mate. Yeah, thank you. That's a good shout. I always put like just chatting because I ramble to myself a lot. And then I didn't know if makers and crafting would like have me. But you're probably right. That's probably the category to go for, isn't it? Because that's, yeah. What I do is just build Halo costumes. I don't know if are you like, I don't know why, but I feel like I recognise your name. Like we may have chatted before a very long time ago, but I do just make Halo costumes and other ones. I'm going to do a Ninja Turtle. I don't know if you heard me say that, but I'm going to do a Ninja Turtle after this. And I just make stuff out of foam. This is a commission. I'm doing a boot, as the title suggests, and that's it. So you're absolutely right. I should be in the crafting section, shouldn't I? Been in random Warhammer painting streams, right? Okay, because that's something else as well. I am offering Space Marine armor on commission from the new game. So not like the old big shoulder guy from like the original, like, you know, tabletop. but the video game that's come out that seems to be going down really well. I haven't played it myself yet, but I'm hearing real good things from it. So I purchased the templates, so people can have them, so people can have me build them for them if they so desire. But yeah, like I say, you're absolutely right. Why the hell am I in just chatting when there's a crafting section of of this platform of Twitch that I completely forgot about? So thank you for that, Rowdy Rabby, for the win. Like, yeah, what a dickhead. That's where I should be, isn't it? 100%. Right. Let's get this glued in. Just hold it to the floor because, you know, but yeah, clearly we've probably not run across each other before. I'm terrible with names, so you can stream where you want. I just mentioned it since it's just chatting is a pain to search and be seen. Yeah, it's an absolutely valid point, mate. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you because it is. You're right. And it just didn't occur to me. I don't know why it didn't occur to me. I knew it existed. Why wasn't I in there? I do this twice a day as well. I do like a morning one, and then I do one on an evening that's always a bit more busy and a bit more manic. So I will change it for this evening's stream. Thank you, because without people waking my brain up for stuff like that, I completely forget about it. About, you know, actually valid, actual valid reasoning doesn't always occur to me. So yeah, thank you. Also, I do a lot of forgetting to show the camera what I'm doing, and yeah, like I'll turn to my monitor to read the chat and go like this and start like doing stuff off camera, and then people are like, "What are you doing?" Oh my gosh. So I mean that might be annoying for the craft people that actually want to see the craft. You know, the craft it's here, but it sometimes goes wrong. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that, Rowdy. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a note of it as we speak, actually. There we go. Yeah. Right. Done. From now on, crafting. Makers and crafting. Makers and crafting. I think I've been concentrating on, like today I literally just got the chat to appear on screen, so people, because I'm streaming to YouTube at the same time, so you can all see each other's messages, and you want to talk to each other, then it'll be nice. Because I find that, like, if there's a few people on Twitch are talking away and I'm talking to them and answering them, and then all the people on YouTube go silent, and vice versa. So if everyone can see everyone, then it's right there now. I'm really happy. So that's what I was like the last few times I've been on. I've been wanting to try and bring people together, you know. It was pretty much the reason why I started doing this in the first place, was to try and do that. And then it just sort of didn't, you know. I think there are bots you can use to copy chats, but it gets messy once more than a few people are typing. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, for now, though, like where we are now, which isn't, I haven't got a huge amount of followers. I haven't got a huge amount of people chatting at the same time. And they tend to be talking directly to me and asking me questions or, mostly asking me questions either about what I'm building or, other things like it's friends asking me genuinely how am I doing and what have you. So it is more of a conversation here than probably a lot of streamers that are just presenting themselves and talking and doing things. As like a more of a display piece, like a performance, for lack of a better term. It is basically a performance, isn't it? Mine tends to be more of a conversation anyway, so it's okay. But I understand what you're saying. There'll be a level that I might get to if I continue and things grow where it can't be done like this anymore, and it'll get messy, but I'm not worried about that. I don't think that's on the cards very soon or anything. So, yeah. I'm just really happy that both platforms are now on display to each other so people can see what other people are writing, because it's come up a couple of times where like people are going, who are you talking to? It's just nice if it's there, so people know where it's coming from. Did I cut a bit out of this other one? I did. I sliced bits out of that end part so that it can bend properly. Where did I do it on that one? About here. Oh my god, I'm doing it the wrong way around. That would have been shit. Right. So we're just going to chop a nice chunk out at middle. Is your YouTube handle the same as your Twitch? I don't see any links on your profile. Yeah, it is. I'm Harley Halo Cosplay on everything. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everything. So yeah. I haven't put anything in the Twitch thing because I've honestly I stopped doing it about 2 years ago, and I've only really come back about a week and a half ago, and I've been streaming twice a day for a week and a half after not doing it for 2 years because I had no room to build in the last house I was in, and then I've ended up moving out. And now I'm here at my brother's place, and he's let me use his garage. And here we are. So I haven't really updated anything. I have my schedule on Twitch, and I haven't updated it. It says I'm on from a certain time every day. Disney YouTube comments. Yeah, they're on. I see it. It's right there. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Feel free to subscribe and follow and all that stuff, That's what YouTubers do, isn't it? Subscribe, hit the bell, notifications on. Sponsored by Huel and ZocDoc. Anywho, I'm really happy it's worked. I can see a little red dot. So my monitor's real small, so like I only have a little monitor window of probably about that big, and on screen it's probably about that big on my screen, just there. So I can't read them off the screen, but you can, so that's good. But that's cool. Thank you, because that's validated it. Because obviously Twitch side was working quite fine, wasn't it? But YouTube works as well. when I actually pay for the platform I'm using to multi-stream, which will happen, I'll be able to get my Facebook on here and Instagram. They might eventually let me live stream on TikTok as well, so that might be a thing. Yeah. And they'll all be in there fighting for attention, I'm sure. But yeah, you've been incredibly helpful, Rowdy. Thank you very much. Testing the chat, suggestions for categories on Twitch. Like, genuinely very grateful to you. Thank you. Because that's like, you know, that's a great help. And yeah, right. Gotta. There we are. Oh, careful, careful, careful. We're very close to another template. There we go. Hey. One. Nearly one. Yeah. Again, I'm genuinely really grateful to you, Rowdy, that it really didn't occur to me to switch it from just chatting to the maker section, category rather, on Twitch, because yeah, I've got so much other stuff going on in my head. Like, I'm sat here trying to cut things out and get templates right, and you know, I've been solely focused on pulling in more commissions and stuff like that. So I really didn't think about putting it on Maker. Hello, Yetrox, mate. Look there. What's that? I'm okay, mate. How are you doing? I hope you're good as well. And yeah, that's exactly what I'll be doing this afternoon, is switching the category from just chatting to the makers thing. Because, like, absolute no-brainer that I no-brained. So... And Yetrox, good buddy. I ended up using the second video you sent me. That was in English. Thank you for that. To understand how it was done, to get the chat right there. But do you know what? It just so happened that I found that after I knew what I was looking for and how to do it, I found that I could do it on the bloody platform that I'm using, so I didn't have to sign into that extra thing that he was advising people to do. I forget, what is it, like bot tricks or something like that the guy was saying about, and I didn't need to do it in the end. I've been able to do it straight off Restream. So not having to sign my accounts into another website or anything like that was good. And it's done. You can see. So yeah, I'm real happy. Now you can see people chatting on Twitch there. You can see people chatting on YouTube. When I eventually get the other platforms sorted as well, we'll be able to see those people on Facebook and Instagram, most likely. I'd definitely like to get the Facebook page on there because I've got like 1,400 followers. Hello, Twitch chat indeed. I think he's gone, mate. There was just the one. It was Rowdy Rabby was very helpful in, you can probably read it, that he was suggesting a different category for Twitch because I have it on just chatting and I should be in the maker thing. I should be on like maker and craft, I believe he said. Making and crafting. Still here, I lurk a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, mate. Yeah. Yeah, so that suggestion, like, just again, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah, I've been solely concentrating on trying to get more commissions through, so I've got more stuff to do, and then I also make content out of it for the other platforms and what have you. So, you know, it all sort of one hand feeds the rest, sort of thing. So I just didn't think about changing categories. I need to update my schedule on Twitch as well because I've got my schedule on there and I've not been following that at all. That was my old schedule from 2 years ago, and now I'm on a totally different one. I mean, for one thing, I've been doing it twice a day, so I'll be back again later on. And Yeetrox, did you see me finish the boot? Because I finished the boot. You put your own sneaker in and just go thunk on top of it and just glue it in. That's how that works. But yeah, that's the Reach boot. And we're nearly done with this one. And then after that, I've got knees and hand plates to do. And then that's it. This build is done. I just need to... it's done building. I need to paint it still. So I'll be painting the whole suit. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet. Like, logistically, I'm not sure how it's going to work. Thank you, dude. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... I might just switch it to like a one camera thing and get this guy right here to the front of the desk so it's on the floor, so you can see what I'm doing on the floor while I'm painting and what have you. I might do that. Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. That's a future me problem. I don't have to worry about that right now. Just getting some glue. Spread out the glue. How are you doing, you chugs? You working hard, mate? I'm gonna hold it together. I'm gonna do what I did last time and get both like sides in, and then it looks like something that Barry Allen would wear, doesn't it? Reference. Oh, it's gone cold. Yeah, working hard, yeah. Are you free today? Good. Good on you. I wasn't going to be on today. I was going to have a tooth removed at the dentist. Long story, but it didn't happen, and it's happening next week instead. So it means I can get this done now and not take a day off. Right. Oh my god. Oh no, we need that one. There we go. Paying the bills. Paying the bills on your day off. Now, if I'm right, I'm thinking this is, yeah, just a little bit too large again, but we'll get it glued on bit by bit. I'm just gonna put a nice bend into each side. Oh, it's not gonna last because this foam really doesn't like to. It likes to spring back. So, yeah, I reckon I can get that held so that it glues. So we'll get the glue on to the bottom part. Let's have a look. It needs to overlap a little bit. And the key is just trying to get it consistent all the way around. Like so. Oh. Yeah. I'm going to mark this piece because it's going to have to come off much like the other side did. The template's ever so slightly too large for itself, which is a bit odd, but you know, we work with what we have, and yeah, stick them together and then I'll glue on the other half as well. And we might as well glue this in while we're here as well, just on this back heel bit. I see the Combine Chats works perfectly. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm real happy about it. It's like I say, mate, that video you sent me was real helpful, but I ended up not needing to use, did not need bottricks.com, Bottricks, that guy was talking about. Didn't need it. I could use this platform that I'm on, and it works. So real happy. And yeah. So that video you sent me, Yechox, that was real helpful because it helped me understand how it was done. But it was real good that I didn't actually have to sign into another platform. because then it's like I've got OBS signed in, I've got my 2 channels signed in on each platform, and I'm on Restream, and it was like, that's enough. I don't need more, you know. So I was thinking like, oh, am I going to have to go on Botrix as well and get that signed into all the other ones just to have it embedded chat? And then I realised that Restream has an embedded chat feature, so you can just do it straight off there. And here we are, looking good. Everyone can see everyone. And yeah, real good, real happy, etc. I think it'll come into play properly later on. When I come back later, there'll be more likely more people, as usual, on a night, isn't there? So yeah, that should be fine. Hi. Yeah, we need that to come in a little bit, but right, never mind, doesn't matter. We've got these 2 bits left, and then that's the entire boot done. This template leaves the heel off, and I was thinking like, oh, I'll add the heel in, but then I thought, you know what? No, because he has trainers or sneakers that have like a real wide heel sticking out the back, and I thought it's best if I just don't include that part, and then it saves him having to cut it out later, because he would have to. Oh, right. Okay. Now, did I? Yep, I just literally just made it curvy. And then get a whole bunch of glue on it. Loads, lashings and lashings. And then I'm just whacking it straight flat on it. Like so. Yep. Gonna reload the glue gun. There we go. And oh my god, no glue, no. Right. Ow. Just burnt myself, and there's like glue web on everything. No. Stay. Stop it. Oh, come on. Get off my thumb. Right. There we go. Okay. little tiny bit of glue on the side. Okay. And that's it. We've got one little tiny bit to do now. I say little tiny, but it's actually this big guy, and then these two guys need to be stuck to the side. But we don't have to worry about like angle cuts or anything. It's all vertical knife stuff, so it'll be nice and quick getting it cut out. Oh yeah. And finally, there we go. And there we go. Ta-da! Right, we need to cut from there to there. That one. And then with there to there. I may have messed that up. There we go, that's better. That's the one. Right. Remove a nice big chunk out of the middle. Oh god. There we go. Same on the other side. And how's that one turned out? Is this going to be enough? I think it is actually, yeah. Right, I'll glue that in. I didn't do it on the other one and it proved to be a bit of a pain in the backside, but because I know I've got the shape right, I'm just going to do it. I'll have to re-glue the bit I cut wrong as well, but that can come after this. So, there we go. I'll pop you in there so you... while I cut the sides out. This is going to be it. I can't believe I finished something in the morning, even though it's the afternoon now, but bro. Keyboard excitement. Very good, you trucks. Right, now, how do we do this again? Ah, that's it. I believe. Is that how we did it? Oh my god, why is this so much... Careful. Why is this so much bigger than it was on the other one? This is how... Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. What the hell? Is this... Whoa, these are massive compared to the other ones. Why are they so massive? What, have I already thrown away the... Have I forgotten to do the... Oh, they are a little bit big. But like, it's like millimeters. Right, okay. I'll cut off the bit that we've gone over. Just a tiny bit. It was literally that much too big, which isn't, you know, isn't that significant, but it seemed to make a massive. Yeah, it did make a massive difference because now it like looks normal-ish. But okay, right. We'll yeah, we'll get that glued on. What a random thing to have happened. There we go. That's it. That's what we're looking at now. It's about the same. Oh. Spread it a little bit thinner this time. And then we can get him on the front like that. I'm going to use the other one as sort of a reference just to sort of line up where we want it on each side. But I'll let this cool first. This side has, so I might just crack on and do it. A little bit lower down, I think. Maybe. No, actually, no, that's fine. That's almost exactly the same as the other, but we're just in a slightly different. It's a slightly different shape. That's also it's making it look a bit funny, but that's about right, I think. So, see, that's like that can't possibly be in the same place as I did the other one because if I do it like that and then that bit like that. Right, got you. Okay. Okay, right. Right. We know what we're doing now. So that basically. No, that's not right either. Oh, it's come out so different. It's weird. Right. I'm just going to make sure that this top part is exactly where it needs to be. Nice huge amount of glue on it. Like a massive puddle. And yeah, I'm just going to try and match it up as best I can. So I want them to have some sort of consistency. Yeah. That's about right, I think. And then that one can go on here more or less the same. Like that. So, get the bottom part glued on as well. Ugh. Thanks, man. There we go. Getting there. That's nice and fairly solid now. So I'm just going to endeavour to get the same on the other side here. And we can get the bottom bit in. And then that's it done. Boots done ahead of schedule. So I might prepare the templates for the knees and hand plates, and I'll try and get them all printed at once, and we'll just, that's what tonight will be. Knees and hand plates. I'm sure there's a children's song in there somewhere, isn't there? Boots, shoulders, knees and hand plates, knees and hand plates, boots, shoulders, knees and hand plates, knees and hand plates, and a torso, and its halo reach. Thank you, Yechox. Your encouragement knows no bounds. Okay, there we go. Boots, baby, boots. That's it. That's the boots. The boots are done. Can't believe it. They're looking pretty good as well. Almost fully symmetrical. That's something that I haven't always got consistently right. So I'm really glad that's how. Right. I need to take some pictures to send to Tommy, whose suit this is. We can get rid of all this shit now. Let's get some pictures. Oh no. I'll have to delete the last one. Because we want the format to be the same every time. Or Instagram doesn't like you. And one more from above so we can see. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Right. I think that's it for now. Oh, no. Let's look on the templates. There, I'm looking at Ninja Turtle stuff. Where are we? So that's the right armor accessories. What was it? No, go away. Right. Let's bring his message up. It was the FJ para. There they are. Look. Shoulder. Damn it. I wonder if it's in this. Knees. Undersuit knees. No, this is 3D print files, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, like thigh, boot, shin, thigh. Right, so it's not in this one. I would have thought it would have been in there, but that's not. That's not a thing. Where did I find them before? Each permutations. No. Noble 6. Let's see. Cold chest. Gauntlets. Oh dear. It should have been in there. In the accessories. And it's one of them. It's supposed to be that. But that is quite clearly a shoulder piece, as you can see. Damn it. Foam. Yeah, there's no knee part in there at all. I wonder if it's an ear. Thigh waist, no. Oh no. Nope, that's game assets. We can't be using that. Where are we? Reach build. It might be in this one. Shin. Yes, there it is. That's what we're after. Okay. I think we probably need to just measure it to make it big enough. And whoop. Let's have a go. We go 2D menu, edit mode. Oh. Measure distance between 2 points. I want to go from there to there. So that's 5.2 inches. Let's have a go. We'll grab a shin. Let's have a look. It's a bit higher up, wasn't it? So that's actually going to push it apart quite a bit if I do that. Or it's just how that one sits. No, actually that's fine. No, that'll probably be a good thing actually, because this needs widening a little bit, so I think I'm inclined to leave that as it is. That's 1 inch 5/6. That is 3. So right. So that's going to finish up about 6 as well. So about that width, I think. But we're gonna fold it over. So yeah, I think that's all right as it is. I'm going to keep that open. And what about? I wonder if the glove. There it is. My word, that's messy. Oh my god, what's happened here? Tidy that up. Yeah, I reckon that's much more manageable. And then you've got the outer part here. Right. And what's this? This is the back of it, isn't it? So that's completely irrelevant. We don't need that. I don't think we need any of that. No, we don't. Get rid. We don't need these. We'll be making our own. What's this? Nope. This. Oh, maybe. No. No, we don't need that. So that can go. That can go. That can also go. No, we don't need that either. This just goes there, and then we leave a gap there. So, I mean, let's see. If we just attach it. That's more or less what we want and how we want it. We can get rid of that as well. Yeah, done. We'll save that. And yeah, that's it. That's all we need. So I'm going to keep that open. We can close this one now. So right. Thank you for watching. Yeetrox, always a pleasure, mate. Rowdy Rabby, really appreciate your input. Thank you for dropping in and chatting with me and making suggestions and everything. That was very much appreciated. I'm always up for, people putting across like constructive criticism like that. Yeah, that was really helpful, mate. So thank you. And people that watch it back on YouTube, which I know there's a few of you, I appreciate you as well. And yeah, I will be back in a few hours. So thank you again. Chat. I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye bye.